The monk sat perfectly still as the emperor demanded his deepest wisdom. "I'll give you all the gold in my treasury," the emperor insisted. The monk simply smiled and said nothing. In that moment, he demonstrated the most powerful secret of Buddhist practice, one that social media has made us completely forget. Today, I'm going to share 5 sacred teachings that Buddhist monks have protected for centuries. These aren't just principles for meditation. They're the exact practices that transformed my life after I lost everything by sharing what should have remained hidden. The third one especially changed everything for me, and I've never shared it publicly until now. Today, we're diving deep into 5 essential aspects of your life that Buddhist teachings gently encourage you to safeguard. These aren't secrets to hoard, but rather treasures to protect, seeds of potential that need fertile ground and mindful cultivation to blossom. Consider this video your personal guide to navigating the complexities of modern communication with ancient wisdom. We will explore how certain things are best nurtured in the quiet sanctuary of your own heart, allowing you to cultivate a more peaceful, resilient, and truly authentic life. Let's begin with something incredibly precious: your inner peace. Imagine a pristine, still lake. Its surface reflects the world with perfect clarity, but a single pebble dropped into it creates ripples that distort the reflection. Our minds are much the same. True peace isn't found out there in the external world. It's cultivated within. It's the steady, calm center we learn to access despite the storms raging around us. But have you ever noticed how easily that inner peace can be disrupted? A harsh word, a critical comment, a fleeting moment of self-doubt. All these can send ripples through your inner lake, clouding its clarity. Buddhist teachings emphasize detachment, not in a cold, unfeeling way, but in a sense of healthy distance from unnecessary drama, from the opinions of others, and from the emotional tides that people try to pull you into. This isn't about becoming indifferent to the world, but becoming immune to its poison. Here's the catch. When we constantly broadcast our inner thoughts and emotions, we inadvertently hand over the remote control to our peace. We make our serenity contingent on the validation, approval, or even the moods of others. Seeking validation is a fundamental human desire, but it can become a trap. You might receive the affirmation you crave, but you might also be met with doubt, criticism, or even veiled jealousy. And those reactions, like pebbles tossed into the lake, can disrupt your inner calm. Instead of exposing your inner world to the changeable winds of external opinion, consider guarding it like a sacred temple. Share your kindness, share your wisdom, share your presence, but fiercely protect the serenity you've worked so hard to build. It's like protecting a delicate flame from the gusting wind. Now let's turn to the realm of thoughts. The Buddha famously said, "Your worst enemy cannot harm you as much as your own unguarded thoughts." Our minds are incredibly fertile ground. If we cultivate positive, compassionate thoughts, our inner landscape flourishes. But if we allow negativity to take root, it can quickly overgrow, choking the joy and vitality from our lives. It's all too easy to fall into patterns of complaining, criticizing ourselves and others, and dwelling on what's wrong. But each time we express negative thoughts, we not only burden ourselves, but also contribute to the collective negativity of the world. Words are potent, they can heal, but they can also wound, and once spoken, they cannot be unsaid. Let me share a classic Zen story. 2 monks, an elder and a junior, were traveling together. They came to a river with a strong current, where a beautiful woman stood, unable to cross. The elder monk, without a word, picked her up, carried her across, and set her down on the other side. The junior monk was scandalized, but dared not speak until they had walked several miles further. Finally, he couldn't contain himself. "How could you do that?" he exclaimed. "We are monks. We are not supposed to touch women, especially not like that." The elder monk simply smiled and said, "I left her at the river. Why are you still carrying her?" This story illustrates how easily we can cling to negative thoughts and judgments, carrying them long after the moment has passed. The elder monk acted with compassion. and then release the situation. The junior monk, however, held on to the judgment, allowing it to poison his mind. This is why Buddhist teachings place such importance on right speech, speaking only what is true, necessary, and kind. Before sharing a thought, pause and reflect. Does this bring peace? Does it create suffering? If it doesn't uplift, it's often better left unsaid. Not as a form of suppression, but as an act of conscious cultivation of your mental garden. This isn't about becoming a Pollyanna, pretending everything is perfect. It's about consciously choosing to focus on solutions, on gratitude, and on constructive perspectives. Let's talk about vulnerability. It's natural, even essential, to seek support from others when we're facing challenges. We crave connection, understanding, and empathy. But here's a crucial truth. Not everyone who listens truly understands, and not everyone who smiles wishes you well. In our pursuit of connection, we can sometimes reveal too much, our weaknesses, our fears, our past mistakes, without realizing that not all ears are kind, and not all hearts are pure. Buddhism emphasizes self-awareness as the key to navigating this delicate terrain. Sharing our vulnerabilities can be incredibly healing, but doing so with the wrong people can lead to unnecessary pain. Some may judge you, others may use your words against you, and some may simply not care. True wisdom lies in discerning who is truly worthy of your trust, who has earned the right to hear your deepest fears and vulnerabilities, who will hold them with compassion and respect. I remember years ago, I was going through a particularly difficult time. I felt lost and confused, and I desperately wanted to share my struggles with someone. I confided in someone I thought was a friend, pouring out my heart and revealing my deepest fears. I quickly learned that their so-called empathy was nothing more than a thinly veiled opportunity for them to judge me and to try to feel superior. It was a painful lesson, but it taught me the importance of carefully choosing my confidants. Before opening your heart, ask yourself, is this person truly capable of understanding my struggles with compassion? Or am I exposing myself to unnecessary harm? Share wisely, and remember that your deepest wounds should only be entrusted to those who will treat them with utmost care. This doesn't mean becoming closed off or suspicious. It means cultivating discernment, learning to recognize genuine empathy, and protecting your emotional well-being. Now, let's delve into the realm of future plans. The Buddha taught that attachment to the future leads to suffering. When we become overly attached to specific outcomes, we set ourselves up for disappointment and frustration. When we speak too much about our goals, we create expectations, not just for ourselves, but also in the minds of others. And when expectations rise, so does the pressure to succeed. Many people share their dreams in the hopes of gaining support and encouragement. However, premature words can sometimes invite doubt, criticism, and even jealousy. The more we talk, the more we open the door for external opinions, distractions, and negative energy that can shake our confidence and derail our progress. Instead of broadcasting your plans, consider letting your actions speak for you. Move in silence, work with focus, and let your success be the announcement. The most powerful achievements are often those that surprise the world, not those that are declared long before they happen. Imagine a gardener planting a seed. Does the gardener constantly dig up the seed to check on its progress? No. The gardener plants the seed, provides it with water and sunlight, and trusts the process. The gardener understands that the seed needs time to germinate in darkness before it can sprout and grow. Our dreams are like those seeds. They need time to take root and grow in the quiet darkness of our own inner world before they can blossom into reality. Finally, let's consider acts of kindness. In a world where recognition is often sought and rewarded, true kindness is a rare and precious commodity. Many perform good deeds, but only to receive praise, validation, or a pat on the back. But the Buddha taught that a good deed brings joy to the heart, whether seen or unseen. When we act with kindness, we should do it out of love and compassion, not for external approval. If you give, give without expectation. If you help, help without seeking credit. The true reward of kindness is the joy it brings within, not the applause it receives from others. Buddhism teaches that the purest form of generosity is selfless. It's about acting with compassion simply because it's the right thing to do, without any expectation of reward or recognition. There was once a hermit who lived a simple life in a small hut in the woods. He meditated and lived by himself, undisturbed. He developed a reputation for great wisdom. One day, an old woman who lived in the nearby village came to visit him. She told him she was struggling, life was difficult, and she needed some wisdom to help her. The hermit listened to her without saying a word. Then he took a bucket and went to the well, drew a bucket of water and gave it to the old woman. She drank the water, thanked him, and went home. The next day, the old woman came again with the same complaint. Again, the hermit listened silently, drew water from the well, and gave it to her. This went on for days. Finally, the old woman realized that the hermit wasn't going to give her any grand pronouncements or profound advice. He was simply offering her kindness and compassion. And in that simple act of kindness, she found the strength and wisdom she needed to face her challenges. So, the next time you perform an act of kindness, let it be a silent offering to the universe. Let the joy of giving be its own reward. The greatest blessings are often those that need no recognition. Silence is not emptiness, it is wisdom. In a world where everyone is speaking, few are truly listening. Guard your inner peace, choose your words wisely, and share only what nurtures growth. As you navigate the complexities of life, remember the power of the unspoken. Cultivate the stillness within, and let your actions speak louder than words. This isn't about retreating from the world, but about engaging with it in a more conscious, intentional way. It's about becoming a guardian of your own inner landscape, nurturing the seeds of peace, compassion, and wisdom. If this wisdom resonates with you, if you feel called to explore the depths of your own mind and heart, then I invite you to join our community here at Moon Mind Temple. Subscribe to our channel, share this video with someone who might benefit from it, and let's journey together on the path to inner peace and mindful living. Finally, let's take a moment for reflection. Consider one area of your life where you might benefit from practicing more mindful discretion. Is there a negative thought pattern you can gently release? A future plan you can nurture in silence? A vulnerability you need to protect? Choose one area and commit to practicing greater awareness and intention in the coming days. And remember, you are not alone on this path. We are here to support each other, to learn from each other, and to grow together in wisdom and compassion. May your journey be filled with peace, mindfulness, and wisdom. Until next time.